I love waking up in the morning and I hear the birds. I see the hills. Every sunrise is different. Every day is different. Every evening is different. Watching the sun come up, watching the sun go down. I get to be a part of this. I'm Pam Doran, and this is El Rancho Español de Cuyama, also known as the Spanish Ranch. To be a part of the Spanish Ranch is to learn and appreciate the culture, the archaeology, the history, the environmental and habitat that is here. 6 different habitats in 5,000, a little over 5,000 acres. That is really amazing. And to sit here and know that I have been where people have been for thousands of years. You realize that the time that you spend here is so small, and so it's just a tiny part. And if you can do something to either improve it or sustain it and keep it and appreciate that is just beyond words.
Starting in 1843, Mexican Governor Manuel Mitchell-Torina gave 2 land grants in the Cuyama Valley, Rancho Cuyama No. 1 and Rancho Cuyama No. 2, composing more than 70,000 acres. Patented by the United States government in 1879, these land grants were in the family a long time. Just 138 years later, this is the largest last piece of that original land grant that hasn't been divided.
Landscapes are always changing. That's just a fact of nature. The landscape is always going to be changing. We don't have big herds of antelope. We don't have pronghorn. We don't have the elk and the deer that used to be here. We had grizzly bears that kept everything in balance. We had wolves. The grizzlies are gone. The bighorn sheep are gone. The wolves are gone. So man has to come in and take a more active role in managing the landscape and trying to nurture those native grasses and control the invasive and non-native species. One of the best ways to manage ranch lands is through grazing. And what happens is when those grasses are grazed judiciously, you get the perennials and you get the forbs and you get these other things coming up. And interestingly, the areas that are grazed the hardest and grazed down at the right time of year, you get the beautiful wildflowers, and you don't get the grasses out of control that are crowding the wildflowers out. And all of a sudden you see things. A working landscape like we have, and we hope to conserve with a conservation easement, uses the land and enhances the land. And that's what the California rangeland has been able to do with hundreds of thousands of acres already, and I want to be part of that.
The Spanish Ranch is located in the Cuyama Valley, one of the last untouched valleys in the state of California, with tremendous historical importance dating back to the Mexican land grants in the state. This is an incredible ranch, so important to conserve, with the wildlife corridors, with the water recharge, the bee pollinators, and the open space that everyone enjoys as they drive by here. Please be part of helping us conserve this beautiful and important ranch.